Hi, how you doing? How are you?
I'm fine.
Well, good afternoon once again. So I
Yes,
think,
sir.
yes, so I think we can start our class now. Let's pray. Father, in the name of Jesus, we thank you. We bless your name. We give you all the glory. Thank you for your faithfulness and loving kindness. Receive all the glory in the mighty name of Jesus. Lord, we ask that everything we are going to be doing today will be to the glory of your name.
Amen.
That, Lord, you will teach us that which we know not to the glory of your name. For in Jesus' wonderful name we have prayed.
Amen.
Good. Today we are going to be looking at a topic titled Career
Sir.
Opportunities.
Sir.
Yes.
Sir.
Can you hear me?
Sir, let me call Kubi.
Kube?
Let me call Kubi and Dwayne.
Why? Don't worry,
Let
he
me
will
call
join.
them.
Sorry? You said?
They're not in the class.
You want to do what?
They're not in the class. They're not in the class.
Don't worry, he will join us now. He should know that we're having a class today now.
I want to call them.
They've sent the link to everybody, so I believe he should know that we're having a class now. So call him, hurry up. Dingamaji, are you there? How are you?
Fine, sir.
Good. I saw your assignment. Thank you very much.
Yes,
I
sir.
appreciate.
Yes,
Yeah.
sir.
So actually, we have prayed before you joined us. So just as I said, we are going to be looking at career opportunities. That's the topic we are going to be looking at this afternoon. And the objective of our class is one, to know the meaning of career. Two, type of opportunities. Three, career opportunities. Four, requirement for different careers. Those are the things we are going to be looking at now. Well, to start with, let's try to define career opportunities. Career opportunities could be defined, it could be described as a choosing profession or job which someone has decided or being properly trained in within the aim to become an expert in that chosen field or profession. So just as we have said, when we are trying to explain career, we said it has to do with what? A chosen profession. What you have chosen. The profession that you have chosen to engage yourself in. For example, I'm a teacher. That's the career. That's my career. A banker has a career. Are we together now? Or a particular thing that you have decided to be trained in. It could be maybe a fashion designer. A fashion designer, that's your career. You have chosen to be trained in and you become an expert in that particular thing you are doing. That's what we mean, or that is what is career. Can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Good. Denga Magic, can you hear me? Good. So that is what is career. So let's quickly look at types of occupation. Haven't understand or know what career is all about. Occupation can broadly be classified into three divisions, namely industry, commerce, and service. I said occupation can broadly be classified into three divisions, mainly industry, commerce, and service. So let's pick the first one. Industry. 1. Industrial occupation. What do we mean by industrial occupation? This consists of all those occupations that are free gift of nature, changing them into finished goods and assembling the finished goods into forms usable to man. Industrial occupation, they are simply free gift of nature that you can change them into finished products and also assemble them into finished goods that is usable for man. There are 3 branches of industrial occupation, 3 branches. You have the first one to be extractive occupation. You have the second one to be manufacturing occupation. And you have the third one to be constructive occupation. So we are going to take them one after the other. Now, extractive occupation, you agree with me that it has to do with what? Bringing something from its what? Original source. Bringing something from its what? Original source. So let's quickly look at it here. We said exploring natural resources and free gift of nature from land and sea. And typical example of that is agriculture. You agree with me now, this is rainy season where every individual that have interest in going to farming is engaging in what is called agriculture now. You also have mining as typical example of extracting occupation. You also have fishing as typical example of what? Extractive occupation. Go to the river to go and bring out fish, you understand, is a typical example of occupation. That is extractive occupation. Now let's go to B, manufacturing occupation. They are concerned with the processing and transforming raw material into finished products. Look at what the word there, processing, transforming raw material into finished products. And we have a typical example here. We said textile. You agree with me that the clothes of that we are wearing, most of them are made up of cotton. You process them, do you understand, to become finished products. Even the table we use, the books, they pass through process. Do you understand what I'm saying? The phone, you have the raw material for making them, they pass through process. Are we together now? Then you transfer these raw materials into what? A what? Finished products.
Yes.
Let's go to number C, constructive occupation. Now, constructive occupation here, please permit me, I want to do something so I can see this clearly. Good. Constructive occupation here, we said they are involved in all activities of assembling of goods manufactured into usable form. They are involved in all activities of assembling of goods manufactured into usable form. And e.g., or probably example of such is bricklayer. What does the bricklayer helps us to do? To build a house, mold blocks. Are we together, right? Are you with me?
Yeah.
So they build what? Yes, they helps to what? Mold blocks and helps in building of house. Then you have also road building. You also have bridge construction. So all these things we have mentioned here are engaged in what? Constructive what? Occupation, or they are example of constructive occupation. So let's go to number 2 of types of occupation. We have commercial occupations. This is the process of buying, selling, and distribution of goods and services. It includes trade and aid to trade. We said here that commercial occupation is the process of buying. You agree with me that what we are doing now is commercial. We are engaging in commercial occupations because you are buying, the school is selling to you, and you are buying. What are you buying? Knowledge. We teach you. And at the end of the day, you give us your school fees, which happens to be your, what's it called? From there, we pay our salary. So we are selling knowledge. You are buying. Do you understand what I'm saying now? So this is the process of buying and selling. There's exchange. Somebody is giving you money in exchange of a particular product. You understand? And that's why we said it is a process of buying, selling, and distribution of what? Goods and services. Now, when you talk about goods, what comes to your mind? They are items you can touch. You can actually feel them. But when you talk about service, what comes to your mind? You can't touch them, but you can feel them. So we render service to you. The policeman, the security agency render service to us. The doctors render services to us. Are we together? So you pay them in exchange. So all those people that I have mentioned earlier are engaged in commercial occupation. When you go to market to go and either buy or sell, you are engaging into what? Engaging in what? Commercial occupation. So all these are commercial what? Occupation. And I said it include trade and aid to trade. I'm going to be giving you trade as an assignment, but let me explain trade and also a bit of aid to trade so that in the assignment you'll be able to know what you are going to do. Now, when you talk about trade, it is the act of buying and selling. Am I correct?
Yes, sir.
Yes, the act of buying what? Goods and what? Services. There must be exchange. You are giving the person your money, he is giving you the product. Are we together now? Now, but when we say aids to trade, what comes to your mind? There are things that facilitate trade. They help trade. Do you understand? They help to facilitate trade, and you have example of them. Are what? You have the banking. Am I right? After
Yes,
you have after finish selling your product, what do? You take the money to the bank. Are we together? You have warehouses where you can store your products. You have advertising where you can advertise or probably let people get to know about your product, that your product is existing. You have tourism and so many more. Because I'm going to give you as assignment, I'm not going to dwell more on that because I want you to do it as an assignment. So commercial occupation has to do with what? Buying, selling, and also distribution of goods and services. Let's go to the next slide. Number 3, service occupation. You know, we said we have 3 solid types of what? Occupation. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Good. So this is the 3rd one, service occupation. When we talk about service occupation, what comes to our mind? He said these are occupations that render services to the people. They provide services directly or indirectly to the people. They render services. And I have given us an example of services are items you cannot touch. You can only feel them. Are we together now? So the services could be direct and also be what? Indirect. Are we together now? Good. Let's move to the next slide. Now we are looking at career opportunities. Career opportunities. He said this refers to the various job opportunities that are available to people in the job market. As a commercial student, there are many different categories of careers open to such students. Such opportunities may be available in the public and private sector. So as a commercial student now, we are trying to tell you, or probably I'm trying to let you know that there are some opportunities when it comes to job. And we have opportunities when it comes to job that we can tap in. Are we together now? And that's why we said it has to do with what? Jobs opportunity that are available to people in the job market. That's what we're trying to do now. So as a commercial student, we should be able to know which area can we actually work? Which area can we actually fit in? That's what we're about to do now, both in this private sector and in the what? Public sector. So let's quickly look at them. Now, here I said, generally, we can easily classify employment opportunity into two broad what category, which are one, self-employed, that is self-employment, and paid employment opportunities. We can categorize or classify employment opportunity into two different types. And we said one is known as what? Self-employment, as the name implies, self-employment. Why the second one is what? Paid employment opportunities. So let's quickly look at what we say self-employment. What comes to our mind? Can somebody help me? When you hear the word self-employment, what comes to your mind? Kindly help me, please. Thank you, Tai. Are you there? Tai, are you there? Hello, can you hear me? Tai, can you hear me? Tai, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
Good. So what do you understand by the word self-employment? When you hear the word self, what comes to your mind? Self-employment.
These are people that are. Let me show.
Dingamaji, help me, please. Help Tai, please.
These are people that they work for themselves. They're not hired by other people.
They work for themselves, right?
Yes, sir.
Thank you very much. Then we said typical example of such people are transports. When you move people from one geographical area to another, they pay you at the end of the day. You make money from there. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Number two, communication. Number three, warehousing. And you agree with me that warehousing are where you store goods, Abi? Till when
Yes,
those
sir.
particular goods are what needed. Number four, you have banking. You work in the bank. At the end of the day, you are being paid. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Number five, you have a particular agency that helps to create awareness of a particular product or a new product or an existing product. Do you understand? You get it now? Or like AIT, they help to advertise Indomie instant, is it noodles, right? They help to advertise other products that we don't even know that they are in existence. Are we together now? You also have insurance company where you go to insure your products or your goods against risk or against any eventuality. Then you also have trade itself that has to do with buying and selling. So all these we have mentioned above, probably the 7 of them are what is known as what self-employed. People can engage in such services by employing themselves, doing it themselves and making money, or even employing others to help them do such business. Are we together now?
Yes,
We
sir.
have mentioned one. We said the first one is transports, conveying people or moving people from one point to another. Communication. You have Glue, you have MTN, you have Etisalat, and so on and so forth. Are we together now? You agree with me that they also employ other people to help them. Do you understand?
Yes, sir.
To render services to what? To people. Then you also have warehousing where people can come, probably hire and store their goods until when such goods are needed before they can come and pick them. Then you have bank where you can take your money to after sales. Do you understand? You don't want to keep such money in your house so that the fine boys will not come and borrow your money without giving you back. I hope you know what I mean by fine boys. The men of the underworld. I hope you know what I mean by that.
No, sir.
You don't know? Okay. I mean those young men that will always come with gun to come and snatch money or collect money from you without giving you back. That's the people I'm talking about. You don't know them now up to now? I mean, robber. I'm robber. Do you understand? That's the essence. You take your money to bank. You don't want them to come and collect
Yes,
it.
sir.
One. And two, again, you want to keep it so that you don't spend it anyhow. Do you understand what I'm saying now? For safekeeping, that's why you
Yes,
take
sir.
it to bank. Do you understand? But do you also agree with me that it's not only money you take to bank? Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
You can take your jewelries to the bank. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
You can take whatever that is of value to you to the bank. Your wristwatch, if it's of high value to you, you take it to the bank. The wheel as in wheel. Do you understand? You take anything that is of value that you hold in high esteem, and you don't want anything to happen to it, you take it to the bank. But you know there's charges you pay at the end of the day. Do you agree with me?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Good. So advertising, they help you advertise your product to let people know that this particular product is existing. You understand? Or is in the market. In fact, the very first time I got to know about Indomie was on the what's it called, the TV. I was just watching TV and I saw the adverts. You know, you get it now. So there are a lot of products like that that we don't know that they actually existing, but as a result of watching them on TV or listening to them on radio or listening to radio, they advertise such products, and you get to know that such products are existing. So we have talked about insurance. They help to reduce risk. You insure your product, your probably your car, probably your house, your business against any eventuality, so that they can help you to reduce such risks. And you also have buying and selling. You buy and you sell, and at the end of the day, you make money from there. So all these are what is known as what? Self-employed. As long as you are into buying and selling, you are employing yourself. You understand? It's self-employed. You understand? You can also employ other people to help you. You understand? To engage in that. Now let's look at number 2. Paid employment career opportunities. One, we said personal selling. You help somebody to sell a particular product, they give you commission, and they give you commission at the end of the day. That's personal selling. Do you understand what I'm saying?
Yes, sir.
A product, you are like agents. Are we together now? Do you get
Yes,
now?
sir.
How
Yes,
many
sir.
of us
Yes,
have
sir.
had the opportunity of going to the markets? Then you see all those ladies helping companies to sell one thing or the other. Probably toothpaste products. I don't know if you used to see them in the market. Do you usually go to the market?
No, sir.
You don't go to the market.
Sir, not every time.
So I think you should, at least when you go out, you see them. They help to sell. Do you understand?
Yes,
At the end of the day, you give them commission. You pay them for helping you to do that, to sell these products. Do you understand? I mean, have you ever been to post office in Kaduna here? Do you know post office in Kaduna? I'm not talking about post office road in Sabo. I mean, the one is central, along that Central Market Road. That's Central Bank area. Have you ever been to that place?
No, sir.
Now, when you go to such place, you see people selling even SIM cards. They help the company to sell, and at the end of the day, they give them commission. They pay them for doing that. So that's what we mean by personal selling. Yes.
It's a fair.
Yes,
These
sir.
are all the people that are walking on the road, holding things on their hand.
Yes, they are engaging in personal selling. At the end of the day, what happened? You give them commission. You pay them for helping you to sell. You even see some of them selling phones. Abi, you see them selling phones and so on and so forth. Are we together? So that's few example of personal selling. Number 2, you have purchasing. Purchasing has to do with buying. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Good. So such at the end of the day, you buy and sell. Do you understand? Then you also have warehouses is also coming again, and that's that. Now let's go to the next one. Requirement for different careers. What are the requirements for different careers?
Mr. Felix,
Sorry?
wait, how is banking part of self-employed? Sure.
Banking. That's what I'm saying. You are working in the bank, am I right?
Yes.
Then you are being paid. It's a career, a chosen career. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Good. Then you have been paid. You earn money at the end of the day. Are we together now? Look at what we
Yes,
are
sir.
doing now as a teacher. At the end of the day, or at the end of every month, we collect our pay. Am I right?
Yes,
Yes.
sir.
Are we together? So that's what we are. That's what I'm saying.
Felix. Mr.
Sorry?
Felix.
Yeah.
I'm not okay. What between this self-employed and paid employed? What difference?
That's what I'm saying. Self-employed are now. When you say self-employed, it means that even you yourself can start that same kind of business. Do you get it now?
Yes, sir.
On your own, you can run such business. You can do it yourself.
But banking, you are working under somebody.
That's what I'm telling you now. Have you ever heard about this POS? People that have operate using POS.
Yes, sir.
What are they doing? They are doing the same function to some extent what bank is expected to be doing. You can go there to pay money, and you can also go there to go and withdraw money. You can also go there to go and pay utility bills. Are we together now?
Yes,
So
sir.
as it were, you can sign. Now, have you ever heard about these people collecting contributions? There's this daily contribution. People goes, you see them moving from one point to another, collecting. At the end of the day, if you are saving 10,000 probably every day, at the end of the month, they part away with your 10,000. Let's assume you have contributed 10,000 in a month, and every day you contribute, maybe what you are contributing a day is 100 naira. So they will minus 100 naira from your what's it called, your 10,000. Do you understand? So you are paying them, they charge you for helping you to keep money. Do you get it now?
Yes, sir.
Are you clear now, Tai?
Yes, sir.
Good. So let's quickly look at it. Requirement for different careers. What are the requirements? Number one, requirement. Some factors that make an individual have either strong or weakness points in relating to a career include the following. Requirements for different careers. Some factors that make an individual have either strong or weak points in relating to a career include the following. One, experience. Experience. Some jobs require a lengthy period of experience. In such case, an inexperienced person becomes unsuitable. So for you, there are some jobs that you want to engage in, or some careers that you want to, your chosen career. One of the first things you need that will make you to stand out is experience. Please, are we together?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Experience is what you need. And that's why most at times when you pick up a newspaper and you are trying to maybe, glance through, or you are trying to scout for a job, you hear them writing that they need somebody that have 10 years experience, somebody that needs 2 years experience, 3 years experience, or they will tell you that if you have so number of experience will be an added advantage. So there are jobs that helps you to have a strong point in relation to a career. It could be either what the number of experience you have will determine whether you are suitable or you are qualified for that job. So experience is what? Number one. Let's go to number two, education. Some careers opportunity require a relative high level of what education. Do you agree with me? Because you agree with me now when we talk about teaching, a primary school child or student is not expected to teach a secondary school student. Do you agree with me?
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
So there are some jobs that require high level of education. Are we together? There are
Yes, sir.
some certain jobs that require high level of what? Education. So that's what we're talking about. So education is one of the qualities that will determine your choosing what? Career. Number 3, you have finance. This becomes important in the case of self-employment. What we are trying to say here, and I think this one will also help to try you to understand self-employment very well. For you to be self-employed, you need money, you need finance. The reason why some people actually are where they are today is because there's no money to start up business. They have what's it called, lovely ideas in their brain, but no money to start up this kind of what business or the type of what do you call it, career they have chosen. So you need money. Money is another. For you to be self-employed, you need money. If you even want to start selling recharge card, you need money to start. You need this money, which is called capital. If you want to build your own school, you understand, you need money to help you build the structures and put things in place that will help you to kickstart your business that you want to engage in. So money is key. Number 4, natural talents. Some occupations require a lot of inborn skills. You hear some people, they say they are born to be a teacher. Why? Because of the kind of skills they exhibit. Because of the kinds of skills that are embedded in them. Inborn skills. Ordinarily, they use this, it helps them. What do you call it now? How do I put it now? They don't see the work as tedious. It is just going, it's just flowing. Why? Because they have skills in them that helps them to naturally what? Intelligent, to have naturally what? Intelligent. Number 5, people orientation. Some jobs require good human relation. So that means you must learn how to relate with people. Learn how to relate with what? With people. There must be a way in which you will relate to people that you will not be offensive, you will not have to offend those people, and they will not offend you. Are we together now? Just like it is said in the market that customer is always right. So no matter what your customer, if you are into a business and your customer that comes to patronize you, no matter what they do to you, the truth of the matter is that they are right. And the reason why they say they are right is because of their money. What you are interested, your interests from, or if your interest, your major interest from that particular customer is the money. You are selling a product. No matter what he or she tells you, she's right. But you are after his money so that you can do well, your business can grow. So you must always find a way of making them happy.
Felix,
Yes.
Felix,
Yes.
are you trying to do that because I'm a customer, I can enter a market and I'll tell the person who's selling the goods that is stupid and I am right because of money?
The truth of the matter is that as long as you will pay, you will tell him he's stupid and you will pay. And you are a nice customer to him. You are bringing money automatically. You understand? But I know you two will not even tell the customer that is stupid. You will not tell your customer, and you will not tell, yes, your customer that is stupid. I know you will not do that. But the reason why we say this, and the customer is always right, is maybe you will make any observation concerning what he or she is selling. She just has to take it in good faith, even when she's not happy, or him, even when he or she is not happy, he has to take it in good faith because there is an exchange. You are giving a product. Do you understand? He's giving you a product and you are exchanging by giving him your money. Do you understand? The truth of the matter is that you even hear that some will tell you that even when your customer slap you, tell the customer thank you and collect the money. Do you understand? That's to tell you how bad it is.
Yes, sir.
How you need that money, you need that customer. You know, when you treat a customer, one customer, you have one customer and you treat that person nice, that particular person can bring more than 10 additional customers to you. Do you understand what I'm saying? And that's why most at times in every organization, they try this human relation is very, very key. Very, very important. How do you relate with your customer? Very, very important. If you relate to your customer in such a way that he or she will not be happy, you don't want to bring somebody to you. Now, for example, let me give you an instance. You know Kaduna very well. Sure, you know cow. Do you know cow in Kaduna?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good. Now, if you live in Marabarido, where our school is, right? And you have a barbing salon, there's this man that normally helps to barb your hair. And you have another one that you usually go to in Kao. But the one in Marabarido, anytime you come to his place to barb your hair, or to cut your hair, as the case may be, you understand? And anytime he's rendering that service to you, he used to hit your head. As he's helping you to barb, you just hit your head. Pow! Do you understand? And you have
Yes, sir.
another one in that cow, that one is friendly. Whenever you appear there, that one we welcome you, give you a handshake, and even get a bottle of drink, maybe malt or so, chilled one, for you. You understand? And at the end of the day,
Yes,
maybe
sir.
that other one in Sabu and that other one in Kao, will probably tell you to pay maybe 1,000. And this one in Marabarido will tell you to pay 800. Which one will you always patronize?
The one in Kao.
The one in Kao. And I think the reason is simple, Abi, because that
Yes,
one is
sir.
friendly. Do you understand, Sina? So that's why we said customer relation is very, very key. How you relate with your customer will determine whether they will come back again. Are we together now? So it's very key.
Yes, sir.
It's very key. Do you understand, Taye? Taye, are you getting it?
Yeah.
So the one in Kao is treating you nice, while the one in Maraba that is close to you is not treating you nice. You go to the one that is treating you nice, because every human being wants to be respected. Are we together now? So, for example, you have made a point and you are telling them, maybe you have even corrected that one severally. You are telling him that what he's doing is wrong, and he seems not to understand. Do you understand? He just felt that because he's closer to your house, you will always patronize him. Honestly, you will not come because he's not nice. You rather want to go to that one that is what? Nice. So that's what we are trying to explain. So people's orientation, very, very important when it comes to what? This type of career, your chosen career, you must be friendly. You must be nice so that people can always come around you or to come and patronize you. Are we together now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Good. Well, do you have any question before we check on the evaluation? Any question? Yes.
Sir, explain paid employed again.
Paid employed. Now, when you employ me, and at the end of the day, I collect salary, it is known as paid employed. Are we together?
Yes.
You employ me to work for you. Are we together?
Yes, sir.
You employ me to
Yes, sir.
work for you, and at the end of the month, or at the end of the week, or at the end of the day, you pay money to my account. That is paid employed. But I know you are still you are trying to get more clarification on the self-employed. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Any work that you can do yourself and you make money from there is what is known as what? Self-employed. If you are selling recharge card and at the end of the day you make money, you make profit from that recharge card you are selling, is known as what? Self-employed. Are we together now? You have a school that you are running, you have employed other people, but you are still you are part and parcel of the process in that school. Maybe you have a particular subject allocate and you allocate to yourself teaching. Do you understand? It's known as, and you are the owner of the school, it's known as self-employed. Any work you yourself can generate money from it. You are the owner of the work job and you are generating money from it, is known as self-employed. Taye, are you clear?
Yes, sir.
Good. Think Amaji, any question for me? Think Amaji, let's concentrate. Any question for me? You don't have anyone. So now let's quickly evaluate ourselves. Let me ask Taye to please define number one. Hope you can see the slide on the board. On this, you can see the
Yes.
slide on the screen.
Yes, sir.
Good. So we have defined that first one. How do you define it?
Sir, career can be defined as a chosen job or profession which somebody is they have decided or is trained in the profession to get profits.
To get profits at the end of the day, to get paid. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Good. So, Dinga Imaji, let's go now. Give us this. Tell us
Yes,
the
sir.
second one. Mention them. How many are they? I gave you 5, but I'm telling you to mention just 4. We have about 5 of them or more, even 7. So
Sir,
give us 4. Yes.
education,
Are you there?
banking,
Yes.
sir.
Yes. Can you hear me? Dinga Maji, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
So yeah, give me again. I can't hear you.
Sir.
You said 1.
Yes, sir. Banking,
1,
advertising,
2,
communication,
3.
and insurance.
Thank you very much. Well, in the absence of no question, I think look at what I have here. That's the likely what's it called answers here. I said career could be described as a chosen profession or job which someone has decided to be properly trained in with the aim to become an expert in that chosen field or profession. And example of such, we have said to mention the careers. We said 1, you have the transportation or transport as you have it on the screen. 2, you have communication, you have warehousing, and you have banking. So this is the assignment I have for you, and I'm going to give you my WhatsApp number so that you can send it through WhatsApp. Yes, Dinga Maji, thank you very much. I saw your assignment, but Taye, I did not see.
Sir?
Yes, I said I saw Dinga Maji's assignment, but I'm yet to see the one of Taye. Taye, you have failed to submit your assignment. I didn't see it. But please do this.
Something happened.
Sorry?
Last week I was not feeling fine, so
Okay,
I came to
thank God.
class.
Thank God. But I believe you are okay now, right?
Yes, sir.
To God be the glory. So please copy this or you screenshots. Then let's have the assignment, submit it. I will send you my WhatsApp number now. If you have done that, let me quickly go to the page of my WhatsApp number so that where you can copy my WhatsApp number so that you send it through WhatsApp and I will respond. Ninga Maji, have you finished copying?
Yes, sir.
Good. Taya, have you done that?
Yes, sir.
So let's go now. Let me take you to the page. Okay, can you see my WhatsApp number now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Okay, so please, I'm expecting you to submit it before our next class. Thank you. And, you said what?
Why do you want to send to your Gmail?
Sorry?
Your Gmail.
Okay, do you still have my Gmail now?
Yes,
Which
sir.
one do you prefer? Is it Gmail or WhatsApp number?
Sir, Jimmy.
You prefer Gmail, right?
Yes, sir.
No problem. Do that. Okay, it's okay by me then. I'll mark and send it back to you. Is that okay?
Yes, sir.
Good. So, Tai, pray for us so that we'll call it a day.
In Jesus' name.
Amen.
Amen.
God, thank you for allowing us to gather here to do this topic of occupation in Jesus' name. God, we shall understand everything that Mr. Faith have taught us in Jesus' name.
Amen.
Amen.
Next class, Kubi and Doing shall join us in Jesus' name.
Amen.
Provide for them all the things that they need to join us in God's name.
Amen.
And SS3s shall go back to school safely. Nothing bad happen to any of them. Just name.
Amen.
Just name. Amen.
Amen. Thank you very much, Tai. God bless you. Dingamaji, have a lovely day. See
Same to you,
you.
sir.
See you in our next class.
Thank you, sir.